My mom always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
So this is my first run with this. Just put it all together. Camera and the chin mount. And it's the first sunny day we've had in a while that's warm enough to ride. So I'm going to go to the auto parts store, get some supplies, and change out the fluids on this thing. Had it into the shop yesterday for new brake pads on the front. And flushing the old brake fluid out. Can't do that myself because Harley, in their infinite wisdom, has made the anti-lock brake system on this bike such that you have to have a specialized computer hooked up to it to get the ABS actuator to drain properly and make sure there's no air in the system. So basically puts DIYers like myself and indie shop owners at a disadvantage when it comes to anti-lock brakes. You kind of have to take it to the dealership just to ensure that it's all said and done. At least it's what I'm told. Make sure that it's okay. I don't know. Sunday traffic, big church up here, letting out. Hard to say how the sound's going to come out on this. We got the microphone mounted inside the helmet, but the pipes are kind of loud. Not too loud, just loud enough. That's interesting. Makes for an exciting little 10 seconds there. The bike out yesterday, it was probably in the low 30s when I was taking it to the dealership, and when my hands got cold even with the heated grips. Should have worn some thicker gloves, I guess, but my thumbs were numb by the time I got there. Kneecaps pretty well frozen too. So not today though. It's supposed to be 60 something. It's all said and done. Will be nice. It's the end of February here in Northern Virginia, so hopefully early spring will be here and get out riding. Already prepping the bike for the long trip down to Myrtle Beach in May, which is always a fun ride. Once you get off 95, it's fun. On the interstate, Nothing but 80 miles an hour straight down the highway. It's a little boring after a while. But once you get off that main interstate, there's some nice riding into Myrtle Beach and crossing the South Carolina border. It's always a nice ride. I think this summer it might be a good idea to, since there's so many of them around here, let's take a little battlefield tour, a couple battlefield tours with the GoPro. Those out there who don't get a chance to see some of these places, they're pretty amazing. You got Manassas right here, Fredericksburg, Chancellorsville, Wilderness. Gettysburg is not too far, neither is Antietam or up in Maryland. Those are pretty close. About an hour or so you can get up there and to the battlefield. So I have to plan that out a little bit. Hound dog. Well, nothing else, just give me time to get the motor warmed up and to operating temperature so I can drain all the fluids pretty easy. Do that as soon as I get back. Need to get some shop rags and stuff like that though. Keep from making a mess, which I'm probably going to do anyway, because I always make a mess when I do oil changes. Assuming you can hear those gear changes. Harley transmissions are well known for their knocking, you know, shifting gears. At least in first gear anyway. The infamous Harley clunk. But all motorcycles have that to a certain degree, I guess. Another church. Used to be a audio buys back in the day. Not sure how they get that many people in there. Safety first. Man, Pep Boy's crowded today. Side. Manny Mo and Jack. Here we go. Untie my boot. Alright. So that's the bike. 2009 Electric Glide Classic. FLHTC is the Harley nomenclature for it. I'll get some more later. Yeah, I'm putting the glasses on because they're prescription. I can see better. I know I got a tinted visor, but glasses kind of required equipment at my age, I guess. Alright, a Ford Focus ST, that's pretty cool. I think I'll get up and go. I'm a little biased. I have a commuter car, a Focus commuter car. I look like a clown in it because I'm 6'4", but it sips the gas. When I sit in traffic on Route 66 heading into DC every day. Close to every day anyway. So hopefully this video comes out pretty good. It's nice and sunny today, so I'm hoping the GoPro turns out some good video for me. Hopefully the microphone isn't too close to my mouth and screaming into the mic, making a lot of noise. But I just plopped it in there, so chances are it may not be in the right spot just yet. Given that this is my first ride with it. There's the visor down. I'll ride that way for a little bit. I prefer to ride with it open though. Usually ride with a half helmet in the summertime. But kind of hard to hook a GoPro to a half helmet. Although I will try. I'll give it a shot, but not right now. For right now I'm working this Pro Shot camera mount that I saw on YouTube, and it works out really well to securely mount the camera to the chin bar here on the helmet. It's an Icon variant helmet, the Construct model of that helmet. Pretty comfortable, helmet. I started off with a large variant. It was just a little bit too big, a little too loose. I figured it was only going to get looser, so I went down to a medium. And it was tight at first. It's comfortable now. It's still tight getting on and off, though. Actually gave me cauliflower here on two summers ago when I first got the thing. Cranking it down on my head, I was in a hurry to get on the bike and jammed it down onto my head and bent my ear. And broke some cartilage in the ear and had to get that drained and cut on. Sewn back up. And actually sewed like this little looked like an earplug almost on the outside of my ear. So through the ear and onto this thing to keep it pressure on the skin to keep fluid from getting in there. It's really gross. Sorry to gross everybody out, but gotta watch that stuff with the helmet. It's don't want that to happen again. That was a pain in the butt. And plus, it was really gross. So didn't want to end up with an ear like an MMA fighter. So. Stop here and get some gas at this next 7-Eleven, not this one, but the next one. Seems like there's a 7-Eleven on every corner in Northern Virginia here, which isn't a bad thing. I like 7-Elevens, but I prefer Wawa as a convenience store. Okay, it's a Philadelphia-based chain. Excellent pretzels at the Wawa, I must say. And they are building one about 4 miles from here, so got that going for me. No shortage of stores and convenience type facilities around here, but it is jam-packed with people nowadays. V-Rod prior to this bike, 2003 anniversary edition V-Rod, silver and black, and I also had a 2012 Suzuki V-Strom. Both bikes traded in on this back in December of 2013. And I'll tell you, this thing sounds just so much better than the V-Rod. I mean, don't get me wrong, the V-Rod was one potent machine. It could fly. But just based on the angle of the engine, you couldn't get that Harley sound out of it, no matter what you did. Either you put straight through pipes on it, it sounds like a jet engine, and if you don't, it sounds like a sewing machine. So it's kind of neat to have, or not neat, nice to have the true Harley sound on this bike. And this bike just mows down the miles, it really does. Really designed well for highway travel, long trips. I do have a removable tour pack that's not on the bike right now, that, you know, you just put tons of stuff in it. So great bike for going long distances. All that wood, man, jeez. There's the Wawa. That's where the Wawa's going, right there. I think it's a Wawa, it might be a Sheetz. The Wawa, there's another Wawa over on the other side. I know that's a Wawa for sure. Not that anybody cares about Wawa except for me, but alright, let's get some fuel. No receipt. Alright. Time to go. Tech did say that the cold cranking amps on the battery was down a little bit. So when I get back and do the service on the bike, I'm going to go ahead and pull the battery, get it on the charger. Check some of the voltages. He checked the voltage. It was good. I mean, the stator's running, the alternator's running, working. It's not the charging system on the bike. I think the battery is just getting up there in age. I don't have no idea how old it is, so I'll have to take a look at it. It was in the bike when I got it, obviously. Bought the bike used. This is 2009. I got it in 2013. So you never know. It could be close to the original battery, or maybe only once removed. Minivan getting burning some rubber there. Probably getting some wind there. I got the visor open. Let's go ahead and close that down. Yeah, like I said, I have no idea what to expect with this video, since this is the first time I've ever done this or anything like it. Just kind of seems like a fun thing to do, so I'll give it a try. Cleaning up the road, that's nice. They're either good Samaritans or they're doing their community service as ordered by the judge. One of the two. Must be their vehicle. Another crew up here too. I'd say it looks like they're probably good Samaritans. Maybe scouts. Don't know. Salt and stuff still on the ground from the big snowstorm. We had about 30 plus inches of snow back in January, and see if I can find another pile. I think there's one pile left of it in the neighborhood. Survived a couple of 60-degree days, but there is a lot of salt and sand down. Got a buddy of mine that played goalie on our hockey team. He used to work for an insurance company, and he said that this is always the worst time of year for bike accidents, at least single vehicle bike accidents, because people are a little rusty from not having ridden all winter, and then they get out and hit a patch of gravel or something, sand, and down they go, which is not good. So yeah, man, that temperature gauge is going up. I like it. I like it. I may have to hurry up and change these fluids so I can get out and ride. It's the best day we've had in a long, long time. Glasses are fogging up. Open up that visor a little bit. Whoops, hello, Popo. Sorry. Might have been getting into it a little bit too much there. Drop my speed a little bit. different route through the neighborhood here. I have a feeling my chin keeps bumping that mic. It's probably going to ruin the sound. May have to move it a little bit. Michael's dad. Well, he's not out. Looks like he's home, but he's not out. Oh well. Such is life. And that's a cool feature right there. I didn't talk about that before, but the garage door opener on the bike is money.
And that's all I have to say about that.